Hey, welcome to this Creating a Family video. I'm Dawn Davenport. I'm the Executive Director at Creating a Family. And today we're going to be talking about tips for social networking, or using the social networks to find prospective birth moms. You know, social networking has truly changed the experience of adoptive parents and what they should and can do to find an expectant woman who might be considering making an adoption plan. It has truly revolutionized what we've always said about casting the net as wide as you can. Well, through the social networks, you can truly cast your net wide. But as someone who spends a lot of time on the social networks through providing both education and support for adoptive parents, I see a lot of people doing it well, and unfortunately a lot of people not doing it well. So I wanted to share with you some of the things that you can do to make it more likely that you will find a prospective birth mom, more likely that others will help you and help spread the information about the fact that you're looking for a prospective birth mom, and then also things to avoid. One of the things that you should do, obviously, is join Facebook, MySpace, and Twitter. Those are the main social networks that you should get involved in. The difference, MySpace or Facebook is considerably larger than MySpace. Twitter is a totally different animal and it can be utilized for different reasons. In MySpace, similar to Facebook, smaller, the audience tends to be younger and less affluent. So it might not be a bad place to be when looking for a prospective birth mom. One of the things you should do is post frequently. I see a lot of people joining the social networks and then posting once a month. And it's not wrong per se, but it's not going to be much help to you if you do it that way. The more you post, the more your name will come up towards the top of the news feeds, the more it will appear on the news feeds. And so the more eyes that will be seeing your post. One of the beauties of utilizing all the social networks is that you can include pictures. There is nothing that personalizes who you are more so than pictures. So you should feel free to utilize that resource and post lots of pictures. On your post, stay upbeat. If you're having a bad day, don't post. You're not wanting to show. We all have our ups and our downs, but you don't really. This is not the time to be showing your downs. This is not the time to be bearing your soul either. While it is certainly okay to share the link to your adoption website, and we cover the use of adoption websites in 2 other videos, one on advertising for prospective birth moms, both print and online, that covers, and the other one is using the internet for finding prospective birth moms. So we talk a lot in those videos about creating a website. We also have resources that discuss this at our website, creatingafamily.org, under adoption resources, under finding prospective birth moms. So you now have a website that describes your adoption journey, and that's the URL that you'll be linking to. And absolutely is okay to post and tweet the existence that you are looking, and here's a place where people can go to get more information about you and your family. However, it really is somewhat rude to only use the platform of social networks to get what you want. It's supposed to be a conversation. It's supposed to be a give and take. And if you're just shouting out, I need, I want, people are going to tune you out and either not follow you or simply overlook your post. So you need to get involved in the social networks, join Facebook groups and pages, like pages, and participate. Comment, share resources that you've found. If you've read a news article or it's online, or even if it's not, share information. Become a real participant in the conversation. Keep in mind that one of the things you must do is check with your adoption agency or your adoption attorney about the laws in your state, whether they allow or prohibit adoptive parents from advertising for birth moms, and how those laws might treat either paid ads on Facebook and MySpace, or or just even shout outs and setting up say a Facebook page on that. It's something you'll need to check about with the laws in your specific state. Let's see. By all means, ask your Facebook friends and your Twitter friends and your MySpace friends to spread the word about your desire to adopt. That's taking advantage of the synergy of social networks, and you should do that as much as possible. Twitter lists are an amazing resource for finding people who share your interest in adoption. There are various ways to find Twitter lists. There's two groups, T-lists and Listorious, two websites, I should say, that list by keyword, so you can type in adoption and find sites lists that way. You can also utilize the Creating a Family adoption lists. We have currently over 1,000, and by the time you get to it, it'll probably be even more. People who are already, we cover how to utilize those lists in the previous video on using the internet to find prospective birth moms. Don't share on your Facebook posts and your Twitter posts specific private information about a prospective birth mom that you've gained through through your meeting with her. That's private between the two of you, and unless she gives you permission to share, you should not. Don't utilize these posts to vent your frustrations. Yes, adoption can be frustrating. It can be time consuming. It can take a lot of money. There are a lot of ups and downs. And so yes, you're going to be frustrated, but this is not the place to share your frustrations. At this point, you're sharing one side of yourself, which is, it's not a lie, because it is a part of you, but it's not the time to share the negative part of you either. And don't seem desperate. It's hard sometimes not to seem desperate when your greatest desire at this point is to become a parent. And that's first and foremost on your mind. But on the other hand, you also want to show the whole of you, and you are more than just this intense desire to be a parent. You are a fun person, you are a kind person, you are an involved person. And what you're wanting to do is show the whole of you via your posts on all the social networks. And last but certainly not least, anytime you are looking for a prospective birth mom on the internet, you need to be aware of the possibility of adoption scams. It doesn't happen often, but it does happen. We include, at Creating a Family, lots of resources to help you spot adoption scams and avoid becoming a victim. You can find those resources on our site, creatingafamily.org. Go on the horizontal menu, hover above the word adoption. There'll be a drop-down menu. Click on resources and then go to adoption scams. And we include top 10 tips and just lots of things, the 10 things you should be looking for in spotting a scam, all of that which should be very helpful. Again, I would strongly recommend that you look at all of the resources that we have both on our website under Adoption Resources, Finding a Prospective Birth Mom. All of this information plus more will be included there, as well as links. We also have the two videos I mentioned, one on advertising for prospective birth moms and the other one for using the internet for finding prospective birth moms. I hope this has been helpful. Thanks for joining us.